Hey guys, this is WelshGamer360 and today I've decided to do an update to my 1.3.2 Bukkit server on a Mac tutorial. For the Windows version, click above. There should be a link taking you to that video if you've come here looking for that. So, 1.4 has been released, so what I want to show you is that at the moment, for me, there is only the development mod, development build. And the thing with that is it's not the most stable release. It's just the start of things. So it's not perfect. It could be with some bugs. So they're working on that. But as soon as it is out for recommended or beta build, they will appear here. Or if you go to Bukkit.org, then they will be here on the side. So it should be the top one. So at the moment it's just 1.3.2 and it's release 3.0. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here's my old video. What we're going to do, we are going to download a development build. Choose the top one because that's the latest one and maybe it's fixed some issues from the previous ones. So that's downloading now, and make sure I've done a folder on the desktop so I can put it in as soon as it's downloaded. So let's just wait for that. Any links that I have in my tutorial I will post in the description, so you won't have any problems getting to them links. Okay, now that's downloaded. We're going to want to drag this over into the file, and then I'm going to rename it something like Bukkit 1.4.2. So it's just something easy to remember. And in my old files I have a start command. Now I will leave the code for the start command in the description so it's easier. And to edit this, you just right click, well I right click on my Mac. For some you may press 2 fingers down or something, then you click open with Textedit. So as you can see, I've been running my Bukkit servers on 7 GB of my RAM, leaving 1 GB free for me to play to go on the internet or things like that, because at the moment I'm not using Minecraft on this laptop. So if you're a bit strapped for RAM, if you've only got 512 megabytes, then just type in 512 and then change that to M, and the same over here. But at the moment I'm just going to keep it in the gigabytes, so just for this I'm going to keep it in around 2 gigabytes. Well, just put a G, not a GB on the end. So, and what did we name the file? We named it Bukkit 1.4.2. So Bukkit 1.4.2. Now, to create a start command, I will show you in my previous video, but I will leave the code down in the description. So let's just go quickly to that. Pause. So I'm just going to show you how to make it from the code, so it's be much easier. Right. So let's take the code, open up Textedit, and then we paste that in. So as you can see, what we do, we will rename this all. So Bukkit 1.4.2 and 2 gigabytes. Okay, so if you looked in the other text editor just did, then you can copy that code. This is just another code, it doesn't matter which one you use. So now we have this, we're going to do this. We're going to format it as make plain text. Okay. Now what we do, we will save it, and what we'll save that as is a Start.command. And what I'll show you now is, let's say renew, and I'll overwrite it, replace. So now you can see it's a terminal file. The only problem is when we open it, it says the file could not be executed because you do not have appropriate access privileges. So to fix this, we are going into terminal. We are going to type in cd, and what I'm going to do is drag this folder in, press enter, and it's in that folder now. So it's the easiest way to do it instead of doing it file by file. And what we're going to type in is chmod space a plus x space, and then we're going to drag the start command in and press enter. Now that should be given privileges, so let's check. Okay, so it's starting up the server, so that's good. But we're not finished yet. What you need to make sure of is that you port forward. So to do this, you've got to go in here, configuration, advanced. Well, this is different for everyone because different routers have different settings. I leave a link in the description that shows you how to port forward on different routers, and you get to choose from a list. So for me, I've done this, and as you can see, well, at the moment, as you can see, my IP address is this, just for my local area network. And what it would be is, if I was to run the server, I'd click add, manual service, I'll name it whatever I want, so Minecraft, and then what I would do, I do one of each first, so you can see I'm doing that, and then that IP address name. So what I do then, submit, and then I'd wait for it to pop up, and then I will change the TCP to a UDP and rename it. Then that would be my port forwarding done, and then it should be ready to go. And because the server is 192.168.178, then what it would be is you open server properties in the Bukkit file. Then in the server IP, I would type in 192.168.1.78, or you can leave it blank. And as you can see up here, you get the option to name your world, change the message of the day on the connection screen, change the amount of players, game mode, that's on survival. Difficulty is on 1, so I think that would be easy. Player versus player is true. Online, make sure it's online if you want other people to join you. You can whitelist the server, spawn NPCs, I'm just going to leave that true, but the only two options you've got is true or false. So if you want hardcore mode, then you change the false to true. And in the level type, if you want a flat world, then you just type in flat. And there you go. And then obviously level seed, if you find a seed, just copy and paste that in. Okay, you can also turn off the nether, and that should make your server a bit lag free, but that's all done at the moment. So let's check this. So you can see TCP there, so I'm going to remove these, and I will add in the UDP. Oops. So let's stop the server at the moment. So I'm not too sure whether there are any plugins compatible yet, but obviously if you're watching this when there's been a recommended build out, then you're fine. So let's add the UDP in. So Minecraft 1 UDP 25565. That's the default port for Minecraft, but you can customize it if you want to. There's no problem with that. So let's close some of these tabs. Let's close programs while we're waiting. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Ah yes, if you want others to get on your server, you can choose who's ops and who is whitelisted if you've got whitelist on. So for instance, just type in mine. So that's mine done. So if I ever want to get on, I will be whitelisted no matter what status the server's in, and I am op. Okay, now port forwarding is done. We are going to launch up the server. So just make sure that I've done everything correctly before I launch it. Done. Okay. Let's start. Okay, now I'll open Minecraft to update it. I haven't updated it to 1.4.2 yet, surprisingly. Then log in. And once we get onto the Minecraft multiplayer screen now, then I'll show you something. Multiplayer. So as you can see, if you want, you can type in the IP that I give you to port forward, or you can add server that says localhost. So then, oh, can't reach it. Never mind. Then just type in the address that you got. So let's enter that. And yeah, oh, hello, move. So that is everything done. The only thing, yeah. So that's how you make a Bukkit server for 1.4.2 or later releases or earlier releases. It doesn't matter, any version, it will always be the same way to do it. So this is WelshGamer360, and thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped. If you stuck, if you have any problems, just post in the comment section and I'll do my best to help you. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.